Right, let's bring feet together, nice and relaxed. Give those shoulders a bit of a shrug. And, oh, beautiful. Okay. Find the weight in your body and let it sink down into the floor. Taking a moment to, oh, sorry, one moment. I thought I'd close that. Oh, dear me. I'll have them binging all the way through. I don't want that. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. At least it was just right at the beginning. So, where was I? Okay, we're nice and relaxed. Going to bring the weight to the one side. So empty foot springs off the floor. Place it hip width apart. And then bring the weight across. Fantastic. And then allow that weight to sink down. Feeling the weight in the tailbone. Sending it down towards the floor. Loosening up through the front of the hips. Nice and relaxed in the shoulders. Listening behind. Finding that balance on the top part of the body. So if I go sideways, as you're there, you might feel, as you relax the shoulders, you might find that your shoulder might tip back and then you'll feel weird. So you bring that back and send the tailbone down. Allow the head to be nice and neutral at the top. And just find that nice comfortable position. If you feel a little strain on the knees, perhaps you need to work backwards forwards to find that relaxation in the knees as well. What it was. All right, so a little bit of action in front of a mirror perhaps at some point. Okay, get that nice feeling of centeredness and nice feeling of the weight dropping down into the floor. Okay, we're going to bring the hands out over the dantian as usual. Left hand on top. Breathing into the dantian. Nice deep breaths, nice long slow deep breaths. Eyes closed, listening behind. Feeling the vibe in the room. Feeling the air particles. Feeling like particles yourself, a collection of particles, jiggling and bobbing together. Okay, we're going to bring the hands down and we're going to circle them around the dantian, circling the body with them, so bringing the weight upwards and then sending it down into the floor, nice and soft in the hips. Big breath in, long slow breath out. And bring into stillness at the drop at the bottom of the next circle. A nice moment, breathing in, and then send off in opposite direction. Breathing with your actions. And then bring into stillness and the end of the next circle. Nice and relaxed. Big breath in, and on the out breath allow the hands to slope down towards the sides of the body, and then as we breathe in, allow the hands to float upwards, and then feeling that energy from heaven to earth, flowing easily through the body as you breathe out and send the energy down through the floor. Feel the connection with the feet and the floor. Feeling the connection with the hands and the heavens. Nice and relaxed through those shoulders. Nice and relaxed in the belly. Bring the weight across, empty foot, and bring it in. Oh yes, give everything a shake, all the way from the hip. Just okay for short weather at the moment. Lovely. I don't like a bit of rain when we've had such a dry spell. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of windmill. I haven't done that for a while. So feet hip width apart, nice and relaxed. We'll do some hip movement as well in a moment. So we're going to allow one hand up to the front, the other hand to the back, and then both hands up over the head. Let's go for it. Dropping those shoulders, and then back down the other way. Allowing those shoulders to open up and back together again. So off we go. Slight turn in the waist to allow that hand to move back. Up and over. Oh, and then down. And if you need to yawn, yawn away. Expelling stagnant air from the lungs. Allow those arms to slowly descend towards the floor as you breathe out. Breathing in, floating up to heaven. Breathing out, slowly descending, feeling the weight in the elbows. As find extension in those sinews across your shoulders. And we're going to go back the other way at the end of this one. So come into stillness, big breath in, sends the hand up and around in the opposite direction. And sinking down, remember to keep those shoulders nice and relaxed, and then feeling that movement, that stretch of sinews across the shoulder joints. Sinking down through the lower body as well. Last one. Lovely. I don't know whether you found a lot of spiders in your house recently. I seem to look on walls and find them like, oh, they love me. Right, okay, so we're going to bring the weight across. Feel it going straight down into the earth. Bring the weight back onto the heel, and then forward onto the toe, and feeling that movement in the hip area. So back and forwards, back and forwards. Feeling a softness in the hip. So this is an empty leg. Feel it nice and light. Like someone could pick it up if they were next to you and you would still be balanced. So funny. I have images in my head now of somebody picking my light leg up. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it depends on how much extension you have in your leg as to whether that would work or not. Right. Okay. So you might feel a little knee warmth on this one. Shouldn't be any strain on the knee. Should be nice and relaxed through the inner thigh. Nice and relaxed in the ankle and the hip, and the knee is not locked. So the knee is slightly bent. Okay, so we're going to go over to the other side now. Finding our balance into that leg. And then we're going to take the weight back and forwards. Finding that movement in the quad, in the hip area, assisting. So moving the hip back and forwards. Allows the weight to go from heel to toe. I'm fascinated with this movement. I have to talk about it every time. I know you know what we're doing, but I just have to say it. So bring to the toe, we're going to send it over to the other toe and back to the heel. So go into circles. Nice and easy circles. Keep those hips nice and loose. And just find that circling motion, trying to keep the hips at the same level. So you can push the hips out and then push the hips back. As you change the weight, keeping the shoulders nice and light and relaxed. And you know, even dial into your waist. The waist is not doing any movement. Now feel that lightness in the waist, that openness, relaxation, readiness for the next move. Okay, at the back of this, we're going to stop and back in the opposite direction. Nice and easy, does it? Activating those hip joints. That's really good. I do this all out. Whenever I've got the kettle on, I do this all. So easy. It's so nice. Okay, so now we're going to, from this side, we're going to push over to that side of this leg, sending the weight across. And we're going to turn slightly to watch in the opposite direction and then push across. So it's figure of 8 creating. So go to the toe, back to the heel, go to the toe. Back to the heel is what you're really doing, but just think about pushing away from the with the one foot to the other, turn and push away again. So almost like waking up ready for that move up to the diagonal. Feet, I forgot to mention the feet for a few weeks. The feet are in parallel, facing forwards, if you can. Or slightly outwards if you can't, it's fine. But try and work on parallel forwards. And now we're going to push away, but we're looking at diagonal. We're going to push away from this leg, pushing our body backwards. Turn, push the body backwards. It's a figure of 8 again, so this time going to the heel and then to the toe. To the heel and then to the toe. You're kind of like on the diagonal, but pushing the bum back. And push away, like pushing away the monkey. Oh, actually, I saw a description, repel the monkey. I think that's a closer to what the Chinese word is repelling the monkey rather than push the monkey away, but whichever the difference is, there's not a lot, is there? Okay, beautiful. So we're going to bring that to a stillness and empty leg can bring both back in and then give it all a shake. Okay, going on to the silk reeling, we're going to bring the legs a little wider again. Hand on hip, bring the hand up to the shoulder and across. Remembering what we've been doing with those hips. So hand goes down, then a push your way back. Change the hand to the end of the dantian. Hand sent up, push your way back. Opening up through the shoulder. Push away. Nice and open, nice and relaxed in the belly and dantian, allowing the energy to flow through. Open up to the shoulder, back through. Allow the hand to lift upwards. No effort. Oh, I saw a cat dancing there on top of a canopy. No, just the wind. Wind and shadows. Okay, we're going to take the hand all the way around now. Do a nice big opening up through this area. Allow the hand to drop down, and then as we push away, we're going to allow the hand to float up, right up to the front, and then back, pushing into that movement, and then pushing away from that movement with the legs. And push away, allowing the hand to rise up without any effort, and then pushing in, allow the hand to float back. Brilliant. Now bring the hand up frontwards. And this is the second hand when we do double hand. So we're going to allow the hand to float back down, send it across, open up through the shoulder, and then back again. In connection with the ground. And not sending your weight over too far. You want to feel that weight going down into the ground, and the hand helping that transition of energy to the floor. Now rising up from the ground. Top of the body nice and upright. Opening up and closing shoulder. Change the weight, open up the shoulder, float up the hand, change the weight, close the shoulder, allow the hand to sink down. All right, let's change hands. So up comes the hand, normal one as usual, the start. So open up through the shoulder, send the weight back in the feet, allow the hand to rise up, send the weight back, forwards. Now you lean into that movement, draw that movement, lean into the back. I'm exaggerating there. Obviously, you've never seen me do that, hopefully. There's a little bit of a push. Imagine that elbow is on fire. It's got power in it. Got all the power of the body flowing through the shoulder. Okay, we're going to go all the way around now. Sending hand round, open and wide in that shoulder. Hand comes down, push away, and allow the hand to float up frontwards. Send across. Allow the hand to drop. Remembering your tailbone is pointed towards the floor, so you should not feel any tension in the small of your back. Be nice and relaxed. But don't allow that tailbone to start shooting upwards. It's better not to turn as much than to turn and bring yourself out of alignment in the lower half of the spine. Pushing in. Relax. Drawing back out. Okay. Change the hands. Ooh. We're going to bring the hand down. Okay. Across. Lifting up, opening up through the shoulder, nice and big. And then back across. And then allowing the hand to draw down. Cross. Open up through the shoulder. Don't try and always have a little bit more motion in those hips. So don't lock them or drop into some kind of groove. Grooved position, because it's probably a lock, which prevents you from being responsive in the moment. Over there. And draw that to a close and bring the feet together. Wonderful. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we're going to do the form. Give it all a shake. And I'll be facing away from you as per. And weight in the one direction. Finding that softness, openness in stance. Preparation, dropping the tailbone. And we ready? Off we go. Allow the hands to come up. Draw back and sink. We'll do that a couple of times. Lovely. Send the hands in one direction, the weight in the other. Change the hands over. Empty foot. Bring the weight across. Empty foot step. Drop the weight. Draw the weight forwards. Never left enough room. Pick up the back leg. Not quite is the answer. And Buddha attendant pause mortar. Drop. One hand up, one hand down. Big circle. Bring the wrists together and step. And one hand up, one hand down. Draw across and sit down. Hand to the open palm. Hand to the hip. Draw. Bring in. Push to the diagonal. Cross wrists. Bird's beak. Step. Hand to the bird's beak. Draw it out. And sit down, single whip. Nice and relaxing those shoulders. Feel a nice extension through those shoulders. It's really nice. And make sure the back is nice and relaxed and open. Okay, on together we go. Hands together and silk reel. Okay, and turn. Now change the weight. And step. And drop. Hands down. Up to shoulders and relax into the air. Oh. My shoulders are a little bit back there, or it could be the hat for this. Hey, right, okay, one more time. I'll give myself a little bit more space from the wall this time. All right, weight on the one side, change the weight across. Relaxing down through the feet, and away we go. Bring the hands down, bring the weight down, the attention down into dantian, and off we go. Turn the hands. Empty foot. Change the weight. Sink the weight down through the anchoring leg, then pass. Change it forwards, pick up the empty leg. Ready, Buddha attendant pause mortar. And drop. One hand up, one hand down. Big circle. Bring the wrists back together. And step. One hand up, one hand down. And sit. Teapot style. Okay. Remember, begin to rock and roll now. Bring the weight across. And push to the diagonal, cross the wrists, the bird's beak, hand up and across, single whip and sit down, hand to the open palm, silk reel in double hands, and turn. the weight forwards. Ready. Up. And drop. And the hands up. And down. Fabulous. Nice. I like that bit. I do that all the time. I should really do a bit more, really. But you know how it goes. That's just the way it rock and roll. All right. Okay. So you're going to bring the hands. I'll just bring myself a little bit closer. Nice and relaxed and lower. You're going to bring the hands in, over the top, down, and forwards. A little chancy go. So sending them back, sending the weight, sending the energy back through the small of the back, and then drawing it forwards into neutral, a little bit further forward, and then back. So just opening up the small of the back, helping that energy to flow into that area, opening up and relaxing. You feel the belly turning over, drawing the belly over with your hands. Nice and relaxed in the shoulders. And you can take it faster. Nice and relaxed. So when you get faster, I find that your shoulders loosen up quite a lot more, and so do the knees. So it's worth having a go at doing a bit faster. Okay, and slow it down. And then we're going to take the hands back, over, and reveal. Opening up your pockets is my idea of this one. So bring them back, and up, back, up. Again, we're moving that dantian around, sending the weight back into the small of the back, opening up that area, warming it up, releasing any tension, and doing no end of good to the wrists as well. Put a little bit of tension on those wrists, and opening through the shoulders, and also there's quite a bit of movement going on in those elbows, coming forwards and then sending them back. And let's speed it up. Hands follow the shoulders, follow the elbows. And slow it down again. And one more. Yeah. Fabulous. Give it a shake. Sideways, up and down, and around. Oh, if you can, round and around. And back the other way. Woo! Propellers. Fabulous. Oh, so what have we got on the timer? Ooh, okay, a few moments. Timer's going to go off now. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so bring it back and bring the feet together. Nice and relaxed in the shoulder. Weight across. Bring the leg to hip width apart. Bring the weight across. Settle into the dantian, settle into the floor. We're going to do some lifts. So you're going to breathe in and take the heels off the floor. And sending it back down. If you can, or just the weight forwards. Breathe in. Send the hands out. And down. Breathe in. Send the hands up. Nice stretch, and then a slow descent. That's the tricky bit. Opening up through the chest. One last time. Getting those foot muscles to work. So you can see your hands out peripheral vision. Like framing your vision. And down is the heels again. Fabulous. Do everything a little shake. And bring the hands over the dantian. Eyes closed, breathing in. Nice long, slow breaths, listening behind. Centering our attention into the dantian, feeling the vibrancy, energy we've been storing in there from our activities. And a nice warm glowing smile descending down from your lips all the way into your dantian and out into every cell of your body, jiggling those molecules right out into the air around you. Releasing any tension in the neck, shoulders, chest, belly. Allowing the weight to settle backwards towards the heels. Feeling how you are relaxed. Feeling, relaxing into the floor, sending your roots down deep. Relaxing the face. Relaxing the tongue. Little shuffly movements if required, just to help you relax that a little bit further. Nice big in-breath. And on the out-breath, open the eyes up. We're going to take the hands up and over the head with a big in-breath again. Heaven to earth. One more time. Feet weight over one side, feet together, ready for salute. And heart-centered salute. Thank you. Till next time.